Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, and we are doing another Lug Collab build, a old Western hotel. Let's check it out. All right, guys, super excited about the progress of the collab. So this is kind of a part two. If you haven't checked it out before, my first section of the collab was a barbershop slash mustache hair care store. Just a nod to 10,000 Ways to Die in the Old West. Love that movie. But anyway, so this is going to be a hotel. So we're going to actually keep the same format, the same setback, the same or similar outside look, with the, awning and the walkway and all of that kind of fun stuff, just to kind of throw it in there. So as I like to say, there's nothing to it but to do it. Let's get started. All right, so that was you guys have a better understanding of the layout. So essentially we have the setback here, so we have room for the horses and stuff and tie-ups for in front here. We have some side set ins so that we can put shrubbery and stuff like that. And then we have a set up, I would say, so that we have room back here if we want to put additional horses, or if we want to put shrubbery, a back door, all of that kind of fun stuff for that. So pretty excited about, essentially the layout. This one I'm going to do 2 floors or 2 stories for sure. I may look into it and see if they had a 3-story, because essentially once you get, if you start actually laying this out, if you have a lobby, a little bit of a lobby or a sit area, and then the stairs, there's not a whole lot of room to really dig into, having this build. So I may look into see if there's a 3-story version of some kind or anything like that. But so I may make this a 3-story, but not really sure. So pretty excited about the overall layout and how it's looking. I put, before I had put tires. I may not be able to do that this time because I don't think I have the wheels for it. I'm definitely doing the walkway, and then we'll go into the build itself. So again, nothing to it but to do it. Let's go. All right, guys. So here we are. Did a lot of work so far. Just wanted to kind of go over the details. Super excited about how this is turning out so far. So essentially what I did was, these are all snot bricks, whether they're 1x1, 1x2, or 1x4 snot bricks. And then I covered them in essentially 1x1, 1x2, or 1x4 dark nougat tiles, just to kind of give that raised look. Let me zoom in a little bit, and that added kind of oomph or detail in there. Really liking how it's turned out. Now I left these open because of lights, so I will have those kind of working and all of that stuff. But yeah, we lined it. It looks super clean and nice. Now on the inside, it doesn't look clean and nice because I'm using old brick, that I found that couldn't be cleaned or whatever. So it does add a little, little push here and there that I like. So that's going well. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're working with. I did some research on 3-story hotels in the West, and they didn't exist. So this is only going to be 2-story. So I have to find a way to really utilize this area and utilize this space. The good news is that hotel rooms back then were not that big. So I could probably fit on the second floor, probably a good, 3, 3 rooms. Most hotels, they had, the stairs going up, and then they do have the balcony areas. So that's a plus. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, so pretty excited about, the ultimate or the end game of this. Still got to figure out the back walls, because it makes sense to leave them open so you can see the details, but then it loses it if you miss those, or if you don't add those details. So we'll see how that turns out. But here's the progress so far. Really liking the look and the feel of it, and we're going to continue to rock and roll. All right, guys, super excited about how this has turned out. Now that I think about it, I may switch up the sides a little bit, maybe add some windows or something. But yeah, I mean, so far so good. It's looking really nice. We got the dark nougat all the way around. We got the signage. We got the the second floor all good and done. And yeah, so everything's looking pretty good. Like I said, still got to do some tweaks, of course, landscaping, adding minifigures and all of that. But I mean, it's a little hard to see. It's a little dark. But got a little added touch for green windows, just to throw in some pop there. That slides down easily. And then we go around to the back. And the back is all open. So it's going to have... And I know it's real dark. There you go. It's going to be all, filled with details. And I'm going to have, for sure, 3 rooms up here. I still have to do the stairs and all of that to get up there. I'm not doing an opening for the stairwell. It's just going to be a little difficult. But I will leave... I'm going to do stairs, of course. But I'm going to leave it... to where there's an access point or something like that. So, but I won't do an opening. But yeah, so looking pretty good so far. Really liking how it turned out. Oh man, I'm really torn as far as the windows, to be honest. But yeah, I mean that's how we're looking. Really like it so far. Looks good. All right, guys, little update. I got some feedback from Lug members, and they kind of said that they would love to see the windows on the sides. So I went ahead and decided to do that, and I actually really love how they turned out. Luckily, I had enough parts. Was really worried about the 1x1s, and I just had enough, and I had to pull some off of a build. So it is what it is, but sometimes you have to do that. But really like how it turned out. I mean, it really did turn out good. It gives the interior a little bit more air and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, I like it. So from here, we got to do obviously the insides. We got to do the landscaping and all of that, and then this baby will be done. So I'm predicting it might take another day or so, but we will see. All right, guys, super excited as the layout is definitely coming through. So we do have essentially the 3 rooms. We have for the most part, all the tiles laid out. Do have to do some tweaks here and there just so that I can add, that little touch of furniture and all of that fun stuff. We're going to add in beds to each of these floors, and then and not really a whole lot much more. I mean, hotels back then, in movies, it was glamorized as they had all of this stuff going on, but as I did some research, there's nothing. It's they're bare I mean, obviously they're bigger than this, but you know, they're pretty bare when it comes to, you know, it's pretty much just a bed. You've got a chamber pot, and that's pretty much it. So you might have a dresser, but it's, you know, nothing fancy, even in the fancier places. So pretty excited about how this turned out, or is turning out. I did actually build this little, you know, cow, essentially head or hide, maybe a buffalo, whatever you guys want to call it. But it's a pretty simple build. So you put a 2x2 round on the bottom for the mount. You put a 1x1 brick with studs on all sides, just like this one here. And then you take and, you know, this could be different colors, obviously. You know, if you want to do a sheep's head or a cow's head or something like that. I just did these colors because I figured it would be like a bull or a buffalo. And I just kind of, you know, arranged the cheese slopes to form what would be a head, and this is the outcome. If I wanted to, I could actually have put in a 1x1 stud with a hole in the middle in the same color as the light tan, just to give it a little bit more oomph. But ultimately, I really like how that turned out. And that's going to go on, you know, I'm going to make a couple of them. I already have everything kind of situated. I'm going to make a couple of them, and they're going to be going in each room. Now, I will be honest in saying it does protrude out quite a bit, but I mean, it's a bull head or a buffalo head. It's pretty big naturally, so it's going to stick out. I will only do one per room though, and then the other side will be like a mirror or something like that. But ultimately, I'm very excited about that little, you know, the little detail and adding that into the build. All right, guys, so here we have it. Here is the second floor layout. I took the mail, or the printed tiles that look like mail letters, or letters in the mail, and I actually made them look like a quilt. And then as I kind of went over before, I went and did these, you know, animal heads, and I did those in 3 different colors. So we have what would be like a cow, a buffalo, and like a bull maybe, or something like that. Still got to add the mirrors on either side. I got to pull them out. But ultimately, this is what we got. Just did a bare knuckle dresser. I did the nice little bed. Like I said, I turned the mail letters into like a quilt for, you know, the top of the bed, and then I went ahead and added the 1x1 rounds that look like wood, because that just fits. I went ahead and at the edge of the bed, I did a little gold leaf or the gutter pieces just for contrast to make it a little different. But essentially, that's it. So I am adding the lighting and all of that, so it looks awesome. Still have to add in minifigures, as I don't have a lot for the Western theme, but that will come soon. So let me put all this together, light it up, and we'll show you the end result. All right, guys, so here it is. The building is done. Again, still got to do the landscaping, but wanted to kind of show you. Here's the exterior. Got that all rocked out. And then, again, the interiors. So again, this cord is obviously something you can see, but it'll be tucked away, and then all of the cords, you don't really see any cords there because they're tucked. But this is just the test cord, so I can plug it in and show you what we have. All right, so there is the build there. You see it in all of its glory. Again, don't have any minifigures, so I will definitely be picking those up soon, but that's kind of how the back looks. And then, of course, we have the front. So, again, really excited about how it looks. I mean, it really looks really, really good. Really excited about it. Don't know how many more times I'm going to say really, but I really, 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 really like it. All right, so now we got to do the exterior. So again, nothing to it but to do it, but let's go. Did you like that video? Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like my content and want more, please consider joining one of my memberships, as every little bit counts. Want to see more? Check out this video. Or, well, shit, maybe this video. That video. Check out all my videos on my YouTube channel. And if you want to hang out during live streams, come do that too. Thanks for watching.